Subscribe for the very latest.
Play it, Daddy.
Chord room, more than a podcast.
All right. So let's get into fact versus cat. We're gonna get to facts versus cat. So basically, what I do with facts versus cat, I just get to like I find this stuff on the internet, and I'm like, you know what? That's cap to me, but it could be fact. You know what I mean? So, let me see what I got this week. All right, y'all ready?
Ready.
Juju Watkins is the future of women's basketball.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna
Big
talk
fact.
about it.
Facts.
Big
That's
facts.
facts. That's facts. Big Right there. facts. That's facts. Facts.
Yeah, that's big facts.
That's
big
facts.
facts.
That's
Yeah,
facts.
that's.
So it's that this is women's college. She's women's college basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
What?
She is Monica Wright in the flesh. Like,
Yeah.
at USC.
That's a
Like,
fact. Yo, that's a fact. I ain't even think about that. That's definitely. Yeah.
yo, man.
Here's another one. Cam Newton had a bigger impact on the NFL than Patrick Maholmes.
So here we go.
We can't say that.
They're going, it's going to be cap, but I mean, I think it's just a personal statement. What do you feel?
I mean, listen. This is Cam Newton. This is Cam Newton.
It's like
Excuse me.
Cam Newton done. So it's like,
Well done.
yeah, he's done. And when we start talking about it, like the main thing they remember you for is winning. Like people talking like Patrick Mahomes on his way to pass Tom Brady. Like so, Cam Newton, as great as he was, I do think he's underrated. I do think Cam Newton is
Facts.
criminally
Yeah,
underrated.
definitely facts on that.
I do feel like he gets underrated sometimes. It's just like,
But so let's think about this. We're talking about right now, right? Because like you said, right, they're looking at him as somebody who's going to surpass Brady, right? So they put him in the GOAT conversations.
mhm.
So it's okay. I feel like it's okay to judge Patrick Mahomes of what he's done right now, right? Because if they putting you in Tom Brady conversations, then you are in the greats of the greats, right?
Mhm.
So his current impact, Patrick Mahomes' current impact, is it greater than Cam Newton's past impact?
Yes, I feel Patrick Mahomes is greater impact because I'm not saying that Cam Newton only had one good season. Obviously, that's not true. But he had that season. He won MVP. He went to the Super Bowl. They went up against the Broncos, but they went that one time. And it's not like he didn't have other good years, but when you start talking about Patrick Mahomes, bro done won it twice in a row. He went, 3 times straight? Like this dude, and it really is, I'm not saying, of course, the coaching, the Travis Kelce, of course. He has a great receiving core, all that kind of good stuff. Good blocking, all that kind of stuff. But Patrick Mahomes is out here like looking the other way and throwing it like this sometimes. Like the NFL is trying to solve that problem. Cam Newton, they kind of figured that out.
But hold on, so let me ask this question though. We talking about impact, right? So that means, for example, let's take Joe Button, right?
Okay.
Joe Button is an impact to most podcasts, right? Why? Because everybody, or let's say Rogan, what's his name?
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
Joe.
Is it Seth Rogen? No.
Is it
Joe
not?
Rogan.
Seth. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Joe Rogan- Joe
I want
Rogan-
to say Seth. It's Joe. Yeah.
It's Joe.
Joe Rogan is an impact to podcasting because of the money that he made, right? So he made everybody want to come to it, right? So For me, impact means that your skill set in football, your skill set is attached. It has attached. Like everybody's trying to do whatever he does, right? Everybody's trying to do what Curry did, right? That's why I always say Curry is a big impact on the NBA, right? So let's look at Cam Newton. And I'm not saying what one is right, one is wrong, right? But let's look at Cam Newton. Cam Newton, when he came out, everybody doing the Superman. You go to any high school, college, elementary, pee-wee football. Those spaces, everybody was doing the Superman, right? Everybody was running. Everybody after Vic, it was Cam. And that he picked up what Vic was when it came to running the football, right? He had a lot of yards running the football. Sometimes he had more yards than the running back, right? And people were still doing that because of Cam Newton, right? I don't see nobody, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Once again, I don't see anybody trying to play like him, quarterback wise. Do y'all? And Chuck, you've been to high school games, right? Mm-hmm. Do you see anybody trying to play like Patrick Maholmes, quarterback wise?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a lot.
Let me go ahead and
break it down.
Shit. Here we go. So I think the thing is, I think Patrick has a bigger impact just from the standpoint that he is now the gold standard. And it's not close.
For the NFL.
But from NFL down.
Yeah.
You think about who you think it was. Okay, so the projected no one pick this year is going to be Caleb from USC. Guess who his playing style like? Patrick Mahomes. Drake May, North Carolina. Guess who they're trying to compare him to? Patrick Mahomes. All these kids, when I went to the Carrollton game, Juju, he's committed to USC as a sophomore. When I saw him play in person,
I got to see it. I just don't see too many people playing like I've never seen it.
So I'm just watching games. Like I'm watching okay, a lot of these quarterbacks are emulating Patrick Mahomes' style because it's highly successful and it's hard to duplicate because Patrick has a unique gift. Because his body type, when you look at him, he got a dad bod. You just like, man, there's no way this dude should be going out here. Why he walk like that with a little twitch? I'm paused, but it's just weird. It's like he's not built athletically like you think he should be. Like he looks kind of weird. When he go out there, you like, whoa, it's crazy. So, but with Cam Newton, Cam had one hot summer. We had two. I give him 2 hot summers.
He had 2.
Yeah. He had the Heisman year. Well, he was just out there. He just had that hot year. And he was killing everything. Or pause. I'm not smashing everything. I'm trying not to use the K word. He was destroying everybody. Right? He won a Heisman. He won the national championship that year in 2011. Became the first number 1 overall pick. Had a good rookie season. I give him that.
A lot of summers you're talking about right now, Chuck. Summers. Go ahead. You mentioned a lot of summers right now. It's a lot of compliments.
I'm still in one summer. No, it's one summer though. Right now I'm still in one.
Go ahead.
And then he had a stretch of mid, and then he had that 2015 year, another hot summer, went to the Super Bowl, had an MVP year. He was on top of the game. And then he started getting injured. He was never the same cat again. So yeah, really. So when we talk about Cam, we're only talking Cam in 2 seasons. You don't talk about nothing else.
Oh, so we forget about all the yards he rocked up, like all his style of play, like the way he played throughout.
Who was emulating that? Who was emulating Cam Newton?
That's the only thing you can't necessarily just come out like Patrick Mahomes But when you look at Cam Newton, he's a very, very gifted, unique athlete. Is what I'm saying. You can't duplicate that. That's why cats can't play like that. Like to play like Cam Newton is like that's very very hard to do.
He's a juggernaut.
Nah. Yeah. What Tebow was doing?
The same thing.
So that's what I'm saying. Like
okay. So again, Trent,
there were people out there that were trying to emulate him though. People wanted to be like Cam Newton.
And where they both at?
But here's what I'm saying though.
Who's trying to emulate either one of them?
Here's what I'm saying.
Trying to emulate.
First of all, you cannot deny that Patrick Mahomes' style comes from the roots of Cam and Vic. Am I lying? What?
So when?
Nah, you're not lying.
Y'all bugging.
No, I'm saying you're not lying. You're not lying.
You can say that he gets compared to what's his name? My man, discount double check.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but he also runs like Cam and Vic.
And what I'm gonna say, what I will say is, he's not because this is the thing, Tino. He can't run like him. He cannot.
He finds his little ways to get in there, but he's not running like them. He's not running like them.
He can run, and that's the thing. He can throw on the run. That's the thing. He can throw on the run.
As we saw, and especially in this last Super Bowl, for sure.
He can throw on the run, and he can run. I would probably say more tailored to somebody more like maybe Donovan McNabb, but more so like my man. I always
Aaron Rodgers,
because some people would say Brett Favre, because like the way that these dudes were able to throw on the run and play the pocket is unseen. You could even go. I mean, what was my man name to play for the Dolphins in the 90s?
Dan Marino.
Like when you just talking about the arm talent and the way that they're able to play outside the pocket, he's a thrower. When we think of Vic and when we think of
they're runners.
Ham?
Yeah. We think of runners. But when we think about Patrick Mahomes, like Patrick Mahomes, he's slinging it. Pause. Like he can throw that joint. And I'm not saying that Vic can't throw, because Vic had a cannon.
Yeah, he did.
I'm not saying that they're the same though. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they're the same. What I am saying though is that he would not be attempting to run if it wasn't for Vic and Cam. If those two are not running, they're not doing it.
Because those were before him too, so he's got some inspiration to run and throw from them. So I mean, that's got to be a part of it as well.
I'm not saying none, but like, how many times have we seen Cam throw on the run though? That's what I'm saying. Like, if he's tucking it, he's running.
But he's running.
He's running, but I'm saying Patrick Mahomes, I'm not saying he don't run. I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes don't run. And I'm not saying he ain't getting nothing from him. But to say that that's why we value Patrick Mahomes is valued because of his way to play in the pocket and his way to throw on the run. That's what I'm saying. When we look at what gets him to the Super Bowl every year, it's not his running ability. It's his ability to throw the ball.
So Patrick Mahomes averages 20 yards per game. That's his average, right? 20 yards per game. Before he got in the league years ago, Vic and Cam were looked at as bad quarterbacks. Why? Because they ran. If they don't run, he don't ever come out that pocket, dog. So are we not saying that they were not judging Vic and Cam because they ran? Their quarterback IQ was horrible because all they did was run the ball.
They don't like that. They like to see.
They did not like that.
They like to see you passing and everything.
I will definitely say Vic.
But what I'm saying is that with Vic and Cam, they're the two quarterbacks that held that standard. I guarantee this. if Vic would have just not came back to the league, or if let's say Vic might have hurt himself or injured himself, right? And let's say Cam comes in and does what Vic was doing, he would have been the standard. He would have been the one to set it off. He would have been the one. Him and Tebow. But without them, without Vic, without Cam, and without Cam carrying on the tradition and doing it his way, he don't do that. He don't do that.
Well, you're spot on. You're spot on. You know why? Because Aaron Rodgers, the reason he is arguably top 5 ever, even with a 1 Super Bowl, because he married the ability to run when needed. That's not his first instinct, but when needed, he can get you 10 to 15 yards if necessary. But Aaron Rodgers married 2 things that we didn't necessarily see in a quarterback up till now, where Aaron Rodgers mastered the ability to get outside the pocket, throw off platform, throw off the wrong foot, be completely accurate while actually running on either side of the hash mark. So running to his left or right, can throw a ball pretty much 65, 70 yards on a dime. His touchdown and interception ratio is like 4-1, which is unheard of. So when you're an elite passer, married with the ability with his legs, as far as, because I think Aaron Rodgers, when he did the combine, he was running 4.7. So he's relatively athletic as a quarterback. But that's the format that actual Patrick Mahomes took, and he just wins. So that's the thing. He's just a 2.0 of Aaron Rodgers. That's what he
like. Tino,
yeah, go ahead.
Mike, what do you think of my man in Baltimore,
Lamar Jackson?
Lamar Jackson. I feel like he is
exactly.
He's the one who gets the diss. Remember, he's the one who gets the disrespect, getting called a running back. If I'm gonna say that, if he's the one that's carrying the torch to me, as far as the one who
that's a fact.
Here's what I'm saying. I don't want to misunderstand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this. Aaron Rodgers, I do see the comparisons of that, because he does run, he does. But what I'm saying is that if it's not for Vic and it's not for Cam, none of these dudes are doing it like that.
They laid the blueprint down. They laid the blueprint.
That's just like I said. If he wanted to, he can average more than what he doing, but because hey, he got a good throwing arm. He's very creative, showing, basically dishing up the ball, whatever he does. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's creative in that way. But what I'm saying is that I'm not saying that he's totally taking what Cam did. What I'm saying is that those 2 dudes ran the ball and they made it cool to do that. They're the ones that made it cool to do that. These dudes was not running the ball until Vic and them was running the ball.
So what you say?
They wasn't doing it like that. Aaron Rodgers was in the pocket most of the time. In the beginning of his career. He was in the pocket throwing that ball.
So what would you say about like Randall Cunningham? What would you say about that kind of player? He ran a lot too.
He did.
He went to the Super Bowl, and I'm saying
I think that's what he's known for more than anything, was the running.
Yeah, and I'm saying I can't look at. I mean, Mike Vick is kind of a hybrid to me, because like he is a hybrid. He's somebody who he had a cannon.
But both of them got cannons.
And
they all could throw the ball.
But Mike Vick could.
But we like
where it need to be.
We like to see him. We like to see him run, anyways.
Yeah. But I'm saying his ability to throw and his ability to run like Mike Vick is shifty.
Yeah.
But when we looking at Patrick Mahomes, I'm not saying he don't get a little busy, a little bit here and there, and I'm not saying he's slow, but it's more so when I look at Mike Vick, when I look at Cam Newton, when I think about Randall Cunningham, I think of run first,
Yes.
majority run first quarterback. When I think about Patrick Mahomes, I think he is a pass first quarterback.
Y'all misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that what you're saying is correct.
Okay.
Right? What you're saying is correct. I'm not saying that.
That's
But what
right.
I'm saying is that running the ball was not cool. Are we in agreement on
Question.
that?
That's a
Question.
Good,
Cool.
that's good.
Cool to the fans or
The
cool?
NFL. The NFL.
Cool to the NFL.
NFL.
To the NFL. In the NFL, right? It was not cool. And what happens is that the media would portray that they were not good quarterbacks. Therefore, the people who watch these media shows would say, hey, you know what? Nah, they ain't good because they don't throw the ball. They don't know how to throw the ball. That was always placed on them. Right? Now all of a sudden, through Vic, through Cam, through Tebow, I'll give Tebow some credit in that too.
Russell Wilson.
And well, I feel like right through those dudes, right. I would give that even Lamar. But I feel like who actually broke through with that is Vic and Cam. Those are the dudes that said, okay, you know what? They were like, you know what? We'll accept that. They will accept it now. They were the ones that made it acceptable. And like I said, Aaron Rodgers was not running like that at the beginning of his career. He wasn't doing that. Then all of a sudden he's like, oh, it's cool. All right, cool. Then he started running that ball. He wasn't running that ball in the beginning. He was in the pocket. Just like Brett Favre. He played just like Brett Favre in the beginning. Him and Brett Favre was almost equal in play. That's how I saw it. When I watched him. I remember the switch. He wasn't throwing the ball like that.
So I just want to understand your point of view.
He was throwing them ball. What I'm saying is that what Cam Newton left in the game should not be it to me. He should get some credit for what Patrick Mahomes does. Yes, he might be a little bit skillful than Cam is, but some of those skill sets he got them from Vic and he got it from Cam.
I see where you're coming from. I do see where you're coming from because I understand that Patrick Mahomes very much utilizes the run. I'm not saying that he doesn't utilize the run. It's just
that is the art. That is what keeps the defense off balance. It's the fact that he can run. That's what it ain't that they worried about the fact that when he's doing them dishes off, it's because they know he can take off. Am I imagining that, or
it's not? No, it's just like when you think about. It's just like when you just think about his play style. He's definitely running more than Aaron Rodgers, yes, but I don't think Patrick Mahomes is modeling his game.
He's not.
No, yeah, and I'm
He's
saying
not.
it's just like to credit to someone, to credit it to Mike Vick and Cam Newton, like the barriers that they broke because they ran and they were able to win a little. They was able to win some when they was running. To say like Patrick Mahomes is benefiting off of that, I can kind of see that. But as far as Patrick Mahomes' success, like we said, it's the threat of the run, but you know his true skill set is throwing that. It's his ability to see the play. I gotta give it to that more than I give him the threat to
I agree
run.
with you. I agree with you.
Yeah.
We agreed on that. But what I'm saying, we're talking about impact. The
Overall
impact of the game. The fingerprint on the game. The blueprint. Right? Like one of the things that you leave with the game. Cam left that with the game. Cam left that, the running style, the running the ball, the ability to run the ball, score touchdowns, and throw the ball. He's not the most accurate passer. He's not. He's not the most accurate passer, but he did run. And he and basically what happened is that yes, Patrick Mahomes became a better football player, right?
Let me ask you this one question. Just this one question. One question. How many guys do you think has adopted what Cam Newton did?
No. What you talking about? Like different players? We got
quarterbacks that run. Like
here's what I'm saying. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, they all run.
And this is my thing about Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is a freak athlete. The dude is faster than some running backs in the league. The dude is shiftier than some running backs in the league.
Yes.
When you look at Mike Vick, that's Mike Vick 2.0. I compare him more to Mike Vick than I do to Cam Newton.
All right. So listen, y'all not gonna understand what I'm saying. I'm not that because y'all thinking that I'm comparing him, making him exactly Cam Newton. I'm not saying that. When you talk about impact, that means I've left something on the game that someone's going to pick up, and then they're going to take it and they're going to make it theirs.
But you got to look at who's like the impact on who is the day
on the league and on the fans.
The players. Some key players are gonna remember their history. They're gonna remember Cam Newton, and they're gonna remember Michael Vick. But the fans, it's like they'll easily forget. So it's gonna be what's currently right now, what's going on. So they're gonna see Patrick Mahomes,
and that's cool.
Majority of them, but a lot of players who study the game, they're going to remember those legends. They're going to remember Cam Newton. They're going to remember Mike Vick.
And that's cool. But all I'm saying is that I don't want you to misunderstand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Before Patrick Mahomes, let's put it like this. Any quarterback that came out that pocket was not a good quarterback.
Yeah,
and y'all know this.
Because the NFL,
y'all know at one point
throwers. They recognize quarterbacks to throw.
Right. At one point, that quarterback, if he leaves the pocket, he's not. If he can't throw from that pocket, he's bad. Am I imagining that?
No.
Thank you. All right. So the ones that came out that pocket are who?
Vick and Cam.
And
Drew Brees.
Well, no, we talking about the early. No, we talking about. So what I'm saying is that the threat and correct me if I'm wrong here. One of his threats of Patrick Mahomes is the fact that he might come out that pocket. Correct.
Right. That's valid.
Okay. So the ones that delayed the blueprint from coming out the pocket are the two that I'm talking about. That this Cam. So what I'm saying is that though it's not exact, he took something that they did, and he made it his, and he benefits from that. That's all I'm saying. He left his blueprint of something. Just because it's not exact of something, that doesn't mean that it's not They didn't take it from there. Like their game, Aaron Rodgers and all of them included, it wasn't birthed in a vacuum, right? Like it wasn't like something, like I said, they were doing what the league was doing, staying in the pocket. All of them was doing it. Maybe I'm tripping.
What do you think about? But Donovan McNabb didn't stay in the pocket though.
No, he did not.
Donovan McNabb could run.
Right. But what I'm saying is that and still after that, so Vic comes what, 15 years later? Something like that?
No, they played around the same time.
Yeah.
So McNabb, my bad. You know what I'm thinking about? I'm
Yeah.
thinking about somebody else. Either way, McNabb and Vic are still looked at as bad quarterbacks.
From the NFL's perspective, you got to clarify
From the
that,
NFL,
because
from the NFL, hold on, not just NFL, but the media as well.
As far as like, how am I going to coach this young player to be? Who should you model your game after?
That and the fact that everybody before them were pocket passers. But the one that broke through, the two that broke through and did it differently, because though they both ran, Vic and Cam are not the same player.
No.
Right? So the ones that broke through and did it their way is Cam and Vic. And all I'm saying is Patrick Mahomes benefits from that. That's all I'm saying.
Do you feel like he meant that's his? How do I phrase this? Do you feel like that's like the main thing that that attributes to his game, the threat of the run? Do you feel like
the fact that the threat of the runner he can throw?
All right, so would you say the threat of the run or the throwing? What would you say is? Would you think?
I think it's the threat of the run, because
I think it's 50-50.
Well, I want to. It is both. It is both. But once again, he asked me a question. I'm saying the threat of the run.
It's 50-50.
Right?
I think it's 50-50.
But I think that it is 50-50. But all I'm saying is that there's only a few players that you can say that they would the defense was threatened of them coming out of the pocket and throwing the ball, because they both had, all the players I just mentioned had cannons and they can run. The only difference is that Patrick Mahomes is a little bit better than them.
And playing in the pocket. I mean, as far as playing in the pocket,
right?
That's what this is the reason why I was having a hard time, because when I think of Patrick Mahomes, his ability to play the pocket is elite. His ability to run is not elite, but he can run. He can run. He's fast. He's decent. Yeah.
He's not ultra fast, but he can go.
Yeah, he can go. He can run. So that was my disconnect, because I'm thinking, when I think of Patrick Mahomes, I'm thinking of him throwing. So
one more player before we go. So what do y'all think about Buffalo player? What's his name? I forget his name right now. Josh Allen, right? Mm-hmm. He's like Cam.
He can.
No, he's more. He's actually probably closer to Ben Roethlisberger.
Right. No. You're right. They're
that's real good.
I always feel like because he's slow. He is slow.
I think he may be kind of like a blend of both, because when you look at Josh Allen, him, Big Ben, and even Cam, they both relatively the same size. They both, all three of them, 6'5", they 250, 260. It's just that Cam is a little bit faster than both, but they both can manipulate the pocket in the terms of cutting off angles and actually, getting 10, 15 yards. Now, Cam probably going to scat for maybe about 30 to 40 before he gets caught. I think the thing with Josh Allen is him and Cam have this one thing in common. They don't give a damn about their body. Because once they break the line of scrimmage, Instead of they running their ass out
Win,
of
man.
bounds,
They want to win.
they run to defensive ends and linebackers head on. I was like, why would you do that?
Right.
And that's why Cam career ended short
Right.
because he taking on hits he shouldn't have taken on.
If
So,
Josh ain't
I
careful,
He gonna be in the same boat.
So what you think of Buddy from the Eagles? Jalen Hurts.
Oh, Jalen Hurts. He's in the Jalen's in the same.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think that reason we going back to impact because at the time that Cam played and at the time that even Vic played, right? Because of their athletic ability, defenses wasn't as athletic as them from top to bottom, from back end to front end, right? So that's the thing. Now defenses, all these guys are running 4.5s, 4.4s, 4.3s. So if you can't do both, if you can't be basically elite passing and have some athleticism together, you're not going to be a great quarterback.
So in a sense, going back to what Tino was saying, I mean, you can kind of say that they influenced a new standard for NFL.
Of the
Yeah, they want you to be able to be both. They want you to be able to run, and they want you to be able to throw.
That's valid.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen, hey, James Brown, he did his songs.
Okay.
Hip hop came around and remixed them songs, but it's still the same song. You know what I mean? When you strip it down, when you strip the songs down, it's still the same song. That's all I'm saying. Even though we added bass lines and stuff like that to it, pieces of that song is still in there. You know what I mean? Just because it's hip hop don't mean that it wasn't James Brown's song. You see what I'm saying?
I get it now.
Hey, Tino, I give you that, but we're back to who has the bigger impact.
And in this modern day, it's going to be Patrick Mahomes because that's what we see.
What I say, here's what I say. In the whole scheme of things, if the game ended today, right? If in my mind, if the only reason you would say Patrick Mahomes is because he has chips.
Yes, that's
right?
That's what
he have wins.
That's what they're gonna see.
But if you taking them wins away, and you taking all that away,
but they're not gonna do that.
That's all I'm saying.
They're not gonna do that. You got facts.
We're not talking about wins. We talking about wins and losses.
I know.
We're talking about skill set.
You have a valid fact. You have a valid fact that it should be skill set. But when they're comparing him to others and the greats, they're not going to take away that.
So it's going to be automatically included. If Cam Newton was winning, then I could see that. I could see that. If Cam Newton won more, I could see.
But see now, but that's the thing. And
talk about Tom Brady. When you talk about Tom Brady, the first thing that's going to come to mind is his wins. They're not going to take away those wins. That's what makes them in that conversation. They're giving
it. They want to give it to. So me, in my personal opinion, I feel like if your game comes from somebody else, impact wise, it's not like if somebody can say, "Oh man, you look like this person," right? Then that person gets the impact. True. Because you're just carrying on with what they did, right?
But we can't say that about Patrick Mahomes though. To Cam Newton, because he don't play like
no. Y'all said that he looked like Aaron Rodgers. That's what y'all said.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So Aaron Rodgers gets the impact.
Right.
For me, Aaron Rodgers gets the impact. Mahomes don't get that. He don't get that because he plays like Aaron Rodgers. Right. So that's how I look at impact. I don't look at impact as in like who's winning now. Like who? Nah. Everybody's saying that you play like this person. So that person has the impact because you got your skill set from them.
So, but when we was talking about Kobe and Michael Jordan, though, sir, when you talk about impact, we know who the carbon copy of Michael Jordan is. He
Right.
literally took over the league right after he did. And
I didn't say I'm talking. Y'all was talking about LeBron and Kobe.
and I don't think LeBron plays anything like Kobe. I think LeBron plays like LeBron James. But Kobe plays like Michael Jordan. He played in
That's
the
a fact.
same
That's
offense
facts.
and
That's
with the
facts.
same coach. He
That's
has
Same position.
the same position. They the same height. They have the same.
Whoa. Did I? But what I'm saying, I didn't say that. What did I just say? I said if Mahomes plays like Aaron Rodgers, the Aaron Rodgers gets the impact. Kobe Bryant plays like Jordan, Jordan gets the impact. Simple as that. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. But when you're comparing those two, I think that he's better. If we was comparing Jordan to Kobe, I would say Michael Jordan all day. That's
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But
I think the thing is with that, like, right? Because if you using that train of logic, then you always going back to the predecessor, right? So, for example, if you strip Michael Jordan of all them championships, guess what he is? He just a Dr. J.
Mhm.
But here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. Because first of all, I said impact, right?
Okay.
So we're talking about not just skill set. We're
Okay.
also talking about what you did, how your game affects the world as well, right?
Okay.
So
all right.
So Jordan's impact to the world. Come on, dog. That is. There's never been anybody who impacted the world like Jordan.
Very true.
No, that's facts. When you think about Michael Jordan, I know we got other stuff to talk about, but when you talk about his game, you talk about really the first dude who really was like the 3-level scorer, both sides of the ball, can shoot on the elbows, post game. He really had no flaws in the game. No player was really like that to that extent, that was that good at everything before Michael Jordan. He brought a level, and Michael Jordan, you can quote him on this. He brought a level of creativity and artistic and
he brought all that.
Yes, and ingenuity to basketball.
In a sense, he re-engineered the game.
It's facts, straight up. That's why the model player has to be able to do everything.
He brought the celebrity to the NBA. He
So
brought
what
a
I'm
celebrity prospect to it.
So, but the thing about Patrick Mahomes, and this is credit to what you were saying about Cam Newton earlier, Patrick Mahomes has no flaws in his game as far as like he can, like you said, he can run. And he knows when to run. He picks the right time to run. He can run and he can throw on the run, which is something that Cam Newton wasn't that good at. But when it comes to that ability to run, we know Aaron Rodgers wasn't really doing it like that. And then when we're talking about his ability to throw, he has what Aaron Rodgers has. Now he doesn't have the athletic ability as Cam Newton or Mike Vick or Lamar Jackson, not even Deshaun Watson. Like he ain't athletic like them cats, but he knows how to run and he's a decent runner and he knows when to go. Because that plus what comes with being a great quarterback, his talent, his throwing arm is what creates the new player. That's what creates the new standard, like Chuck said earlier. That new gold standard of what you want in the league. And I think that is what all these kids and these people, they're like, you got to be able to throw, you got to be able to run, you got to be able to throw on the run. And these were the things that Patrick Mahomes, I can't front. I don't think any player in the history can do all those things as good as he can.
But why? Because all he did, he took what they messed up on, and what they did right, he put it together, and that's what he is.
That is true, and that really Patrick Mahomes is a blend of two players. He's a blend of Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady.
Yeah, you got to include Tom Brady.
Wait a minute, where's Tom?
You got to include Tom Brady.
Okay, the only reason
he's the predecessor.
why he's like Tom Brady is because of the wins. Come on, that's
not
that.
No.
No.
To mention, and he signed the contract, whatever contract that Tom Brady signed.
All right, listen.
Okay, the truth. No. I'm saying. What I'm saying is the reason I mentioned Tom Brady because people get. And I understand that because people get caught in the visual things, right? But when you start peeling back them layers and you actually watch how Patrick Holmes had to change his actual game, it now emulates more Tom Brady than Aaron Rodgers now.
You cannot say Patrick Mahomes without squeezing in there Tom Brady. That is a prototype.
First of all,
I
need to pause what y'all saying.
But you know it's going to be a trigger to Santino because he cannot stand Tom Brady. But
I let this slide.
But that's the truth. Is that not the truth? Is that not the truth?
Hold. I let y'all.
I just want to finish. Okay,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just saying like because. The reason I mentioned Tom Brady is because Patrick Mahomes, even though he has a certain athletic skill set, quote unquote, and he can throw off platform, throw talent, et cetera, but if you watch over the last 3 years, his offense went from right, we'll call it run and shoot off the West Coast to now it's basically Tom Brady. He has to nickel and dime all the time. He is very methodical and he is manipulating offense just like Brady was. Because basically, if you take Travis Kelce out of that offense, their receiving corps is trash. You can't name no receiver on Kansas City in the last 2 years that's even top 100 in their receiving group.
Legal troubles right now too, but we ain't gonna go on
right. So no matter what they throw out there, some random receivers out there, they just keep rotating them out, trying to figure out if they can get a number one receiver at all. He does the same thing. It's methodical. He knows when to check in, when to check out. He is out thinking and manipulating defenses at this point, on top of having the ability to throw off platform when needed, to scramble when needed. He is mirrored all of that. That's basically what Aaron Rodgers is doing and what Tom Brady's doing.
That's Jordan stuff. That's Jordan.
Exactly.
Stuff. That's Jordan.
Y'all keep on drinking this Tom Brady juice, man. I don't get. Listen, y'all stop talking about this.
I don't like Tom Brady, but I gotta call a spade a spade.
Whatever.
I'm a Giants fan, sir. I was too hyped when we beat Tom Brady twice, so I'm not trying to go there.
Man, whatever. I ain't. Listen, we gave too much. We gave too much time to Tom Brady. I'm done, man.
We gave him 30 seconds, dog.
Yeah, too much.
Can we say that he plays kind of like Tom Brady with?
I don't believe that.
With an Aaron Rodgers aesthetic, can we say that?
I would say
I don't believe that. I don't believe that because he don't look like Tom Brady. That's just me. He don't play like him. He don't look like him.
Talking about Petty. There you go, right there. That's Tino all day.
Wow.
That's
That
Tino
is
all day.
wow.
That's Tino all day.
Okay, can I put Peyton Manning in there? That make you feel better if I put Peyton in there?
Listen, I'd rather you put in Russell Wilson or somebody.
Oh hell no!
Yeah.
Russell can't read no defenses like that, bro. No,
whatever.
Even though he's my quarterback now, I know this level to this. No.
Hey, I'm gonna leave the rest of my faculty caps for the next time. Yeah, I done messed my appetite up for the podcast.
Wow.
Steeping in rap, graffiti, break dancing, DJ and b-boy stance, MCing. I harness those artifacts, collecting data of the transitions like an almanac. Hip-hop ain't dead, these young boys different, adapting. Over time, every day the world spinning. Let's celebrate the fact we still winning, we global. Kids from the project became moguls. Real to real track boards to Pro Tools, vinyls, cassettes, and a tape tape decks, CDs. Now you can stream your music to the consumer direct and get most of the check. I'm noble, and with that, I gotta respect that you ain't gotta accept that you could ride and get left, yo. Bars beyond ground level.